So we have sent our kitchen designer our old kitchen and the measurements. It's here. This is how the old kitchen will look like, and check out what she sent us. Doesn't this look amazing? But there are still a lot of things to be fine-tuned, and yeah, we still need to review and note down some of the changes. Today's topic is very juicy because I'm gonna tell you guys how I walk my way through as an Asian in a Western country. If you're interested in learning about how I navigate my way through the Western country as an Asian, then continue watching. So, how did it benefit me as an Asian being in a Western country? Actually, believe it or not, being an Asian actually gave me a head start, because when I first introduced myself at networking events or social events, people here have the impression of Asians having a very good work ethic. We are very hardworking, we are very loyal clients or loyal suppliers. We do what we say we will do. Yeah, and basically we are very hard workers, so people like working with us. So being an Asian actually gave me a head start because, well, people see that I am from another country. I have came all the way here. I've traveled across the planet over to the UK, and I'm trying to start my own business here. I'm trying to earn a living here. So a lot of them are actually very impressed by my story, and actually this brings me to my next point, and that is, it helped me to tell my story, because when I told everyone why I started my marketing business or why I decided to go full-time into real estate here, I always tell them about my business. I always tell people how my whole family has moved to Singapore when I was a kid, when I was 3. I was born in China, and how my dad made the decision to move abroad, looking for better opportunities, looking for a brighter future for the whole family. I think in other people's mind, it is something very special. It takes a lot of courage to do this, and trust me, a lot of people don't. In Scotland, in England, a lot of people born and bred here, and they literally just stay here. Many of them haven't traveled out of the country, same as people in China or in the States. There are a lot of people who haven't actually flown out of the country, haven't seen the other parts of the world, and the fact that I have been out of my home country with my parents, we have moved to a new country where I have gotten my education from. I grew up there, and I myself decide to lift off again and go into another country, even into a country that is of a totally different culture. You know, Western and Asian culture is so different. The working culture is also very different. So it takes a lot of courage to do that, and I probably won't be in this position right now if not for my partner. It's just right here. And by the way, we're just heading down south to Manchester to meet a group of property investors. They're very experienced, they know the area really well. A lot of them have a lot of big projects in the area, so we're just going there to network and build up some local connections there. So yeah, that brings me to back to my point about telling people about my story. I first came here without knowing anyone. I came here purely to study. I didn't expect myself to stay here for a way longer time than I expect myself to be. So telling my story to everyone who first get to know me, they are very intrigued in why I'm doing this, what got me into this. For them, it is quite normal to start your own business here. A lot of people are self-employed, but not a lot of people go abroad to start their own business. It can be a very special thing for these people. And actually, I use my Asian roots to educate people, and that's how I first got started with my first business, my marketing business, because there are so many misconceptions of the Asian culture that a lot of Western people have over here. So they always think that we eat everything with our chopsticks. Our language sounds like ching chang chong. We don't look at people into the eyes, which is so weird to me. We do make eye contact with people. It doesn't mean that we have to eat food with chopsticks all the time. We also eat with fork and spoon. So it's very bizarre, some of these misconceptions. It's very interesting to me when I hear these from people. They think they know enough of Asian culture, but in fact they don't know. People mistook me as, I don't know, Japanese or Korean or and as well Chinese, of course, or Vietnamese. And yeah, sure, but we I don't know how to speak Korean, I don't know how to speak Vietnamese or Japanese, and we all look so different. So yeah, a lot of misconceptions, and I actually took this as an opportunity to educate the people here. And because of my background, because of my knowledge, I can actually turn that into a business, and that is something very exciting for me, because I can actually monetize that. Asian or not, I feel like it has benefited me. I don't think it has restricted me in any means, apart from the fact that I needed a visa to stay here. But apart from that, business goes on as usual, making friends goes on as usual, attending events, speaking to clients, speaking to suppliers, everything goes on as usual. So don't let the fact that you being an Asian or any other minority hold you back. Don't let that hold you back. Take that, see that as an opportunity for you to step up and turn that into a benefit, turn that into a business, or turn that into a way to educate people. It can be very interesting on what kind of conversations you can have when you speak to different people, and in what misconceptions people will have. Sometimes it can be quite funny. So I'm signing off here now because it's getting dark